y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing the end of month flip for my Louis Vuitton medium ring or MM agenda. So this is currently my main slash overview planner, and with that I had my planner system update video out first, and in that video I talked about changes that I'm thinking about making. In this video I'm going to go over how I've used this planner throughout the month, go through each page so y'all can see the setups and everything like that. But ultimately I am thinking about making changes for sure. I just don't know what in this planner, and I'll kind of go over that in detail in this video based off of like everything that you'll see in here when I go through the flip. So everything that I can link, I will have linked below, as well as my discount code for shops. I think everything in here is from Infinite Lotus right now, and so that's like my main discount code, and that's like the first one on the list. So jumping right in, we have this vellum by, it's not a vellum, we have this dashboard by Salty22. This is discontinued. And then we go in straight into the tabs. So these are the Infinite Lotus tab dividers. I love these because they're so versatile and they're so thin. It like maximizes your space in your planner. This is currently back on the website, I saw, because I almost got them for my A6 when I just placed an order, but these are back on the website if y'all are interested in the tabs. And then we have this is just the beginning dashboard from Infinite Lotus, and then this beautiful mountain dashboard, which I love and have in almost every planner at this point. I re-added the ROSIE PAPETERIE quarterly overview inserts. However, I have not touched them. I'm not gonna lie, they're just in here right now. So this, I think I also added just this weekend. I just don't know how I want to use them. And with the changes I'm gonna make to the planner, I might use them, I might not. But as of right now, that is technically in my planner. And then I have these top tabs, again from Infinite Lotus, that nice thin material. So I have your yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. The yearly, I have these month on one page inserts. I love these inserts so much. I used them so much last year and this year. This is currently where all of my plans come in initially. And it's my overview of everything going on. And I like this list because I can just come in. I don't necessarily need a sticker, although as y'all see, I do use stickers, but I can just come in here and just write things out like the moment I need to. So this is my main like scheduling inserts in here. And then I have these month on 2-page inserts, which I initially bought to be a little bit more tactical and write things out, different things like that. However, I just haven't really been using them or needing them. And so I think I'm actually gonna put these in my work agenda, which is a medium ring with just daily inserts in it, and just use them for that so that way they don't go to waste. But like I don't touch them, and I just don't want them to go to waste, so I might as well just use them for something. So I think I'm gonna throw them in that agenda and use them. But this is this current month, and as y'all can see, I haven't touched it. Like I forced myself to touch it, and this was like all initially what I put in. So that is this section. And then the next section is this weekly, and this is something that when I went into a consolidation mode, I put these back in. This was initially gonna be my main weekly overviews until I decided to buy a Mulberry agenda randomly in December and made that my schedule planner, and that has my main plans in it. However, there was a point this month where things got overwhelming, and I just decided, you know what, I wanna go down to one planner, so I added these back in. I took those inserts out. I shouldn't have, sorry guys, and I have no idea where I put them. I would have put them back in for this video. But I think there's a plan with me where y'all can see the setup for those. But this was just to keep everything simple. I've noticed when it comes to personal inserts, personal has been hit or miss for me in the past. And that's primarily because like I just need to find the right style inserts for the planner. I know it's something that I've talked about in other videos, but I think it's really important to continue to point out just because I think it's important to find inserts that work for the size and like your handwriting and what, you know, like what you need. I personally, if it's like half a section in a personal, I can't write in that. I already know that. So if you'll notice, I'm trying to gravitate towards things in the personal that like are, you know, take up the full width of the page. And so that's just something that I learned I preferred, and that's why I've been able to like stick with my medium ring a little more frequently. Here are the daily inserts. Again, this is something that I kind of just like forced myself to use one weekend, and I actually think it's because I was out of my schedule planner and I was again in that consolidation mode. Otherwise I didn't really use these, which is fine because these are just here just in case I need them. So we have that. And then we have my inbox section. So this is my primary inbox section. And so this is just anything outstanding going on, anything that comes to mind that needs to be done and that I need to schedule out. And so a lot of it, it's like buying plane tickets, buying, you know, some type of sporting ticket, travel plans, travel prep, taxes, you know, just things that I know I need to do or upcoming. And then I'll come in here when I'm planning, see what, like if I need to do something for a specific week, and then do that. So again, this is just where everything comes in, and then I essentially just take it all out. And so this piece I am thinking about moving to my A6. I actually ordered the inserts to do that recently. And that's one of the main changes that I think I'm gonna do in this planner, is taking out this part of the schedule section, this part, or so the first tab, the second tab, and then my third tab is actually my academic section. And this is something that I'm thinking about taking out as well. And if I take this out, that's definitely when I'll make the change. So I turned my GM agenda from my project planner to my academic planner. Again, full video will be up on that probably, I think this comes out Monday or Tuesday, so 2 days from now. Because I try and do like every other day to like spread them out. But you'll see the flip on that. But I noticed that I need to just really have my academic planner, my plans in one, especially since I'm in my dissertation phase. I'm not in my class phase. So before I had the overview and an academic planner, or like something in conjunction, right? But that was because I had assignments that are due every week, or, you know, a set timeline. My dissertation is at my pace for the most part. So actually not for the most part. My dissertation is at my pace. I create deadlines. I, you know, do everything I need. And then the only time that it's not up to my discretion is when I'm submitting my papers and like things for my like committee to review. So other than that, like the only thing that I really used in this section, again, all dashboards are from Infinite Lotus and they'll all be linked below. This one I really love. This was in the most recent sub box. That Infinite Lotus sub box is like, highly recommend it. If y'all want to try a sub box, I highly recommend that one. I love it. Sorry. Distracted. But the most two use inserts that I use in here in general, not just like in this section, is the 90-day plan that came in the sub box from Infinite Lotus that I didn't even think I would really like, but I love. And then this dissertation, like the to-do list. So this has my study and the breakdown of everything that I need to do. So other than that, everything else is really in my academic planner. Like I have some notes in here, but I put these in here just to have it in here when I was in that consolidation mode. My real notes are in my A5 and I want to keep it in there. And then I have essentially everything else like is for reference, but this is another thing too that's in my GM that I don't need. And then that's it, right? So like the meeting notes are blank, and then I don't meet with my chair too frequently. We just like email if we have anything. Because for the most part, like I'm just like kind of taking my study and running with it. And he's like, yep, that's great. Which is incredible. But other than that, like everything else is just for reference, and I can like honestly take this out at this point. I kept it in here, sure, and I'll reference it, but all of this is also again in my GM. So at this point, since I'm only using in this section, like I haven't even gone back to reference anything in this planner. Everything's been, if I go back to reference something, in the GM. So the only thing I'm using this for is this and this, which can be moved into my GM. So with that, that is where we're currently at with the academic and how this is currently being used. So that's literally half of my planner that I'm technically thinking about taking out, and that's why I'm thinking about making the change. From there, we have my finance section. And so I bought an inbox just to have it in here, just in case I want to like throw something on here for like a quick note. I moved the year at a glance over here. And then this is another dashboard from Infinite Lotus, again, that sub box. And then we have my bills tracker. So this is one of my favorite things. I actually need to reorder these. I have my joint expenses with my husband here, and then I have my personal bills here, and then I can just track. I have to be able to check off that something is paid. It just makes me feel better. Knowing that even if things are on auto pay, I still verify, because you never know, right? Like you always want to double check to make sure everything's taken out correctly. So even when things are on auto pay, I still like to come in here and check things off. So this is my overview. And then I have these monthly budget inserts. I want to add in the paycheck budget inserts again to get a little more granular with my finances. And so I think really like building out my planner to be more of this planner to be a finance planner might end up happening, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm also leaning on just keeping certain things in here, and I'll get into that in just a second. But I have these monthly budget inserts. So here's this current month. I need to fill this out. I need a budget, which it's a pay week, so I'll be doing that this month. And then I need to set up for next month. But I really think I just need the paycheck budget. And then I have these check registers, which I'm using to track account activity, which again, I only really do during paydays. I do paycheck budgeting. So I typically only go to my finance section when it's payday to like figure everything out. And so I didn't have that many bills to do with the last paycheck, so I think I just skipped it. And then I'm starting to like lean towards doing this like once a month, but maybe with the new system, I might use it a little more frequently. But that's everything that's in here right now, and kind of the changes that I'm thinking about making. And then I want to add the debt trackers back in here. I just didn't like this being such a big section with everything else in here. But if there's only a few sections in here, I don't mind having the inserts, and I think I'll actually use them too. So that's currently what's going through my mind with that. And then the next section is my content section. And so this is the other thing that I want to keep in here, and what I think I'm probably going to do is make this planner a reference and finance planner, and then my Mulberry will be my main planner. But again, or I might not just have a main planner. I might just keep it, I have my schedule planner, and then I have my reference and finance planner, and then I have my academic planner. Everything then, like nothing repeats or overlaps, and everything will have its purpose still. So it still makes sense for how I usually set up planners. But again, this is all like just what I've been thinking about lately. This section, there's not much to it. So I just have the list of ideas. And then as you all know, my content was locking, but again, like this month just got insane. But I just have these inserts to list out like content to create, and then like just any general notes. And I like it. It's simple, it's to the point, but this is really all I need for content, especially since I haven't really been into like collaborations or anything. I haven't really gotten involved with stuff like that personally. It's a lot to do and a lot to take on with everything else that we have going on. Like I personally have going on in life. And so I still love creating content, but like the influencer aspect of it, I was never really a huge fan of. I love doing collaborations, right? Like I loved that, like that piece I still do, but I just had to dial it back because I just feel like I need to focus on like different types of content right now. So I'm still affiliated with everyone that I've been affiliated with. Nothing's changed. It's not the brands or anything, because I know a lot of people, when you stop doing collaborations, I always get questions like, are you not using this brand anymore? What's going on? Not the case. I just currently don't have the like mental capacity to take on like doing that part of content creating, because it is a lot. With that, here's content. We're keeping it simple and we're going, right? So we have that. And then the last section is my notes and list section. And this is again, one of those things that I want to keep in here. But it doesn't necessarily have to stay in here, which is a deciding factor, right? And so that's where, again, I'm thinking about removing the first half and just keeping the last half. And so the essentials tabs that I have from cloth and paper would essentially be these three sections. So I could use the schedule section for content. I can use the notes and lists to have my notes and lists, and then I can have my finances in here. And then I can even use all of these tabs to like break down and like organize it a little bit more. So that's where my brain currently is. With that, here is Infinite Lotus dashboards and the list that I have. So this is my reading list, and then I kind of have my like breakdown of how I rate books personally on the side. One is a reminder, but two, just because I have started sharing this on Instagram, like whatever I'm reading for the month. So here is my list, and I need to update it. I haven't been in here as frequently as I've mentioned, but I have my reading lists, and then I have everything organized by these tabs, which I'm loving. I just created these with page flags from the Infinite Lotus sub box, and then the planner spot icons. And I really like them because I can easily flip to whatever I need to flip to with these. I don't have it for every single insert in here, just like the few main ones and the first ones up front. For example, I have my order tracker. I honestly haven't touched this, but I also haven't been ordering anything. There was like a few other orders that I placed, but I haven't put them in here. But I have my order tracker. And then this section is this is my designer wish list. And then this is items that I'm considering selling, or I think I am selling. And then this was an inventory of my bags, since I need to do a handbag collection. And then as you can see, no more tabs. And then I added my wellness, like this wellness dashboard from Cloth and Paper in here. And then these wellness goals that came from Infinite Lotus sub box, and the exercise log, which I need to do. But this is just like my little wellness section. And then I have some blank lists in here. So I don't use this section too frequently, which is why I could easily move it to another planner. But otherwise, that is this setup and kind of what I've been thinking about doing. If I do change it, I'll have a video on it. But yeah, other than that, that is the end of the flip for my medium ring agenda. If y'all have any questions, please don't forget to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.